mesmerized that loan officer was when she walked in and saw the buyer dressed in a Batman costume.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Complete with utility belt and everything. I had to at least make him take his mask down so we could get a positive ID so Sylvia could notarize his signature.
I remember you swore that we would never do another closing afternoon on Halloween. And how long did that last?
Well, it turns out it's actually an incredibly popular time for real estate closings.
Oh, yeah, no, I can believe that. When I was working at the credit union, we saw a significant uptick in lending opportunities in October. I guess it's the time of the year that everybody can close and move in before the holidays.
Yes, and Tal decided that if he could beat him, he was going to join him. And that very next year, he dressed as the construction worker for the village people.
I would have liked to see that.
Now, Sylvia, we don't want to scare the nice young lady off, so I think we better just hush and stop with that one. Besides, I believe it may have been your appearance as the police officer that was actually the jaw dropper.
Oh, my.
Well, on that note, I'm going to take leave and let you two get back to business. It was so nice to meet you, Robyn. And if you need me, I'm right around the corner. He can get a little bit testy sometimes.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sylvia. I sure will. Thank you for all the hospitality thus far.
My pleasure. Anytime.
Okay. She is so sweet.
She is. I'm so grateful to have her. I'm really thankful that you all hit it off.
I can't imagine anyone not being able to get along with her. She is delightful.
As you can imagine, she's great with the clients as well. It's incredibly helpful. So I have had a chance to review your resume, your letters of recommendation, and I'm very impressed. I mean, you've obviously accomplished a lot both before law school and during.
Thank you very much. It has been a lot of hard work, but I have enjoyed the entire process all the way through.
You know, that means a lot if you can say you've enjoyed it. This is not always an easy profession to practice. So tell me what it was that brought you to go to law school at this juncture in your life.
You know, Tal, that's a very good question. I feel as if I had done all that I wanted to do in the banking world, and I needed a change. I had a chance to work on deals and negotiating them from the legal standpoint. I have an eye for detail and a certain skill set that would be useful on that side. A lot of people don't like due diligence, but I like diving deep into details and checking them off on a big to-do list.
That will serve you well in this profession, for sure.
Also, once my kids got into high school, I felt like going back to school was doable. And the evening program at Santa Clara is an amazing program that helps us non-traditional students. They offer a lot of support.
I'm not sure anybody would have used that word, support, to describe my law school experience. Tell me what you're looking for as you are finishing up your studies and take the bar exam this summer.
Well, I have been interviewing at different firms of various sizes, and I do have a couple of offers, but I've spent a great deal of time at banks and larger organizations, and I feel as if that's why I went towards law, to get an opportunity to do something that, I don't know, a little more independent.
I spent 2 decades practicing law at a large law firm before I realized that I might be better off working for myself, and then took another 5 or 6 years to get the courage to hang my own shingles. So I think you might be a little bit ahead of the game.
Well, I do feel as if I don't have time to play around and figure out where I fit in at a big firm. Yes, the money would be nice, but I've got some ideas about how to run a business, and I have things that I want to get done from the get-go. So don't get me wrong. Now, I do know that I still have a lot to learn. And if I even pass the bar. And I'm not ready to hang a shingle out for myself. I don't think that would be the best idea yet.
There's probably a lot of wisdom in that.
So when Mr. Harold told me about you, oh, and by the way, he told me that you are still working on a plan for yourself. So I don't expect anything.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Don's an excellent man. I'm really grateful to him for introducing us.
Mm-hmm. I'm really interested in a smaller firm and this opportunity. I would love to learn from somebody who's been around the block, who knows how everything works from the bottom up. So what are your thoughts about mentoring?
I can only speak to what I've learned and what's been helpful for me, as I've learned over the years. When I first started practice, they kind of threw you in and just you had to fight your way out, figure it out, and I'm not sure that was the best way. I'm really more interested in there being some instruction, some kind of guidance, some kind of showing of the ropes. I think you said that that phrase, and then opportunities to demonstrate what you've learned. A give and take process, as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, I'm really excited. I really do feel as if I'm back in college, on the track team, doing the relay, and where we had coach showing us how to pass the baton.
Now, I've watched track meets before, the Olympics and that sort of thing, and it always looks so easy, seamless. You're just running along and seconds go by. But is there more to it than what I'm seeing?
Oh, I would love for them to show where we're running in a line and we're just practicing go, stick, go, stick. And it's a process. It's not easy. It's not something that's simple, but knowing the distance that you are before you say go, and then stick, passing the baton.
If we end up working together, if this works out, I mean, we do drop a baton every now and then, and my philosophy is, well, okay, let's figure that out. That kind of thing happens. We're all human beings, and so be it. But it's a teaching opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn and to do it better next time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have one other question that I've been thinking about, and that is, do you have an appropriate Village People costume?
Maybe a biker chick.